So imagine, just started dating her, first couple of dates, you know, we're gonna go back and relax after dinner, and I'm like, for some reason I just moved into this new apartment, and I had the wrong key, right? Couldn't get in. And that got me thinking, I'm like 24/7, locksmith, Putney. That's very specific. Okay, we've all heard about content. So again, now, that might have been, this is really good because it's making a lot of sense for me, and I think it's going to connect a lot of dots for people. So Dentist John and Dentist Dave fighting it out, right? Well, not quite because it's not competition, but about 10 years ago, someone would have approached Dentist John. He pays enough money, he gets these, you know, random links, automated spam, whatever you call it, just to get those votes
and
up.
He could have won. He could have faked his way there.
Right. He gets a 100 grand loan from the bank, gives it to the SEO agency.
So Google comes out with these changes, and they're like, okay, we've figured out how to ignore this stuff, and then Dentist John gets put back where he should have been.
Right. Gotcha. Now, so present day, Dentist John kind of doing okay, kind of not, but he's been kind of put back in place. Maybe even overtook Dentist Dave, and he becomes you know, the poster boy, if you like, of how SEO agencies are so successful and why they work. I mean, they're still around and they still get paid loads of money.
Yeah.
So clearly something's working. But my question is this, because I've seen a shift in the industry where these SEO agencies are now talking about content, right?
Yeah.
So this is a nice little segue for me.
Yeah,
because
so I mean, I think it's even a red flag when someone calls himself an SEO or says that they're an SEO agency.
Okay.
Right?
Even to this day.
Well, right now, yeah, because okay, like back in the day, you could do these manipulative things to rank higher in Google, right? However, today you can't do those things so easily, and so essentially, if they say they're an SEO, they tend to be thinking about manipulation.
Gotcha.
Okay, but like you said, well, you could do content marketing. You could put out articles of interest.
Yep. But why? Okay. Why does that help? So for example, lots of businesses, lots of companies are told now, right? Whether you're an author all the way through to a business owner, small, big, doesn't matter. Do content. But what does that actually mean? And why is that going to be as impactful? Because the vote thing I understand.
Yeah.
The vote thing people understand. I get that. Makes sense. But now people are told, hey, do lots of content. And they try and do content. No one ever sees it. And it's like, well, what's the point?
Right.
Do you know what I mean? And they do videos and they try and do a bit of this and a bit of that. Like how is that comparable to the vote system? Because it's almost like it makes no sense.
Yeah.
It's not.
I mean,
So go ahead.
So think about all the different types of votes that a website could get.
Yeah.
So, you know, Dr. John, he could get covered in TV. That's going to give him exposure. Google's going to understand that exposure even just in terms of the traffic to the website.
So there's different weights of the vote.
There's different things. It's like if there's more people, like they see him on TV and they're searching for, you know, for Dentist John, then that's another signal, it's another vote. And so there's all these different types of votes. One type of vote is that the fact that you're just covered on, say, big name sites. So if you have an article which mentions your website on a big name site, then Google's going to see that. So it's kind of like a link. And if someone clicks that link, it's an even bigger vote because it's actually sending people through, and the more people click
and
it.
solving that problem.
Yeah. And so the idea with content, it doesn't work for a lot of people because they put content out there that is maybe more a bit about themselves or kind of what they want to say, and it's not really answering or solving a problem, or it's been done 1,000 times before. So if Dentist John puts out an article on, you know, what makes a good dentist, there's probably like 1,000 articles out there already like that. And it might be useful for his readers, but it's not particularly helpful to Google because it's unlikely to be the best article on that topic. However, if he did something, say, more specific, right, of say like the best tooth removal dentist in Santa Monica, right? There might not be someone who's written an article like that.
Okay, so just on that, because now I'm thinking, you know, all the things we type into Google, and I've typed into Google even earlier today, probably, right? Yeah. It's like the best, like things like I type in are like the top 10 movements or let's say workouts, if you like, to grow your biceps.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? For example, like when you train a lot, you start getting specific. You start off being healthy, and then you're like, right, how can I grow a certain body part?
Right.
How can I become more efficient at sprinting, for example, whatever it might be. So then you're looking for a very specific, and the ones I like are the ones that are like, yeah, you know what? Here's the top 5 things you need to do in order to improve this, backed by science and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I consume that. That's a beautiful piece of content.
Yeah,
Are you with me?
exactly. And so
because it's solving my problem, right?
Exactly. You want your problem solved, and so Google is looking for articles and content, which solves a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're going to choose the best content. They're trying to work out what's the best content to show.
Right, and
so
if I like that and my best friend rings me or texts me and say, "Oh, check this article out," they share it because it's like solving the problem.
and then that's giving that article
because
more,
it's actually
more of a positive signal, which then transfers through to the business that it's linking to or recommending.
And that's a massive vote, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the problem is that most topics that you would think of as that you would cover have probably already been done. You know, there's thousands and thousands of dentists. They probably covered most of the topics already.
Yeah.
However, it's like when you want to go see a dentist, you might be looking for a dentist that specializes in a specific type of treatment. Okay, and so I can't think of one off the top of my head, right? But if you think of like say they want tooth removal for kids or braces for kids or braces for so my kid he sucks his thumb. Potentially in future it's going to cause some damage to his teeth, and so maybe they look for a dentist that specializes with kids who suck their thumb and what to do, right, because they're having a big problem with that. And then so you want the best person, but that's a dentist hasn't. That's good. There's going to be articles about that, but in your local area, has anyone discussed that topic, right? Is there a kids dentist specialist, right, in Santa Monica? Is there someone who's described themselves in that way, talked about the different things which they do, right, and how you treat these things differently,
and getting content out there specifically to fix that problem, which is useful and helpful, because that's the guy you're going to go to, right?
Yeah. And so as an example, like
that makes sense.
My auntie, she has a beauty therapy clinic, right, and she's a registered nurse.
Yeah.
And so she was able to do, I don't know the exact name of the treatment, but some kind of treatment to lose weight where you have an injection, and it's quite new, okay, but only the average beauty clinic can't give it because they don't have actually registered nurses. But she's a registered nurse, so she was able to give this injection, and so it was very rare, right? And so there's people looking for this in her local area, and nobody has written about this specific treatment in her local area. They've talked about it across the whole of the UK.
Yeah.
But if she says like in that area, right, North Wales, right, and offers that treatment or writes about that treatment and what she does, she will be the only person who's done that in her area. So Google has no choice to put that article as #1 because it's the only article on the planet which is covering that topic for that specific area. And so that's a way in which like businesses can think of like, instead of being just another article that's the same as thousands of them, they can be that specific, the specific piece of content that answers a specific question that either nobody or very few people have talked about or written about, and that de facto kind of puts them out there as the leader on that topic, the best piece of content for that topic, which allows them then to attract those visitors. And if they put that article on an even bigger site, right, which Google trusts even more,
and then pushes
that's gonna get even more visibility. They've got much more chance of being #1.
Yeah, but then I guess one isn't enough. You got to this is why people I guess talk about content marketing strategies, which is a case of doing regular content.
Yeah, because that's just one thing she offers, right?
Yeah.
And so most businesses, right, they have lots and lots of different products, lots and lots of different services they offer, but also their products typically solve lots and lots of different problems. Yeah. Okay, so a dentist, someone might have toothache.
Right? Teeth whitening, toothache, 24/7 emergency.
Yeah, there's all sorts of different things.
Yeah, like just as an example, I mean, it's not related to dentistry, but let's say I remember telling you about this, right? I got locked out of my flat after dinner. I'm tired. It's like going back a couple of years. Yeah. My girlfriend's like, dude, we've got to. What the hell? I just started dating her too. So imagine, just started dating her, first couple of dates, we're going to go back and relax after dinner, and I'm like, for some reason I just moved into this new apartment, and I had the wrong key, right? Couldn't get in. And I think literally I moved in that day, right? So and I'm excited, I'm like, hey, I got this new apartment, I'm talking it up over dinner, oh yeah, I can't wait to show you. We get there, it's cold, and in London, in like November, December, it's cold, right?
Exactly.
So I'm trying to get in, I can't get in, and then I'm like, it's 11, midnight? And I'm thinking, well, crap, I've got to ring someone. Then I'm like, I've never rang a locksmith before, by the way. So now I'm thinking, well, what do you type in? And that got me thinking. I'm like, 24/7 locksmith, Putney, which is where I live in, London, Southwest London. That's very specific.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And I kept thinking the person that's going to come up on the top, but I didn't click on him first because I started looking for other signals. Like, I started looking at his brand. I know my girlfriend's like, "Look, just get us in the flat." I'm like, no, I need the best.
It's like, I need the best one.
I need the best one. Well, of course you do, right? Because you want to make sure you can do the job.
Yeah.
And then you look at, I mean, there's lots of signals. You look at reviews from past customers, but I was looking at reviews coupled with, is there any other content about this guy?
Yeah.
Right? Or this company? Like, what else have they done? Has anyone mentioned them? Right? All these little things. And I mean, I settled on one because I was getting pressure, but yeah, it just got me thinking, like, wow, that's a very specific thing. And guess how many people get locked out of London every day? I don't know, but a lot, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly it, right? That's exactly it. What a lot of businesses don't realize is how much people are searching for these really specific problems that they provide the solution to.
Right.
They want to be number one for, like, you know, locksmith London.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But you know, you're like, no, I need a 24/7 emergency locksmith, like right now in my area. It's not going to take 2 hours to get there.
Exactly.
It's like I want someone down the road that can be there in 10 minutes.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. I like that.
You know, so you're looking for like that rapid service. So there's all sorts of these different things. Like, so a dentist has like hundreds of different treatments, lots of different problems they solve.
Opticians, right? Like if your glasses break, you've got a wedding to go to. I mean, you're screwed. You've got to, you know, little things like that. Yeah.
And the more someone has like the specific need, the better type of customer they are, right?
Yeah, because they're ready to buy.
Yeah, because they know.
I was like, take my money.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, no, I don't know if I'm gonna. No, take my money. Just get here. Right.
And you know, you wanted to do these bicep exercises. You want to get bigger biceps. If someone,
they're still tiny, but you know,
if someone has that specific solution for you, right, then
I'll pay the money.
Exactly.
As long as they can prove it.
Yeah.
And again, that comes down to
and that also comes down to content, because with something like that, you'll be skeptical, and so the more content that is out there describing how this solution works,
well, then I guess it gives them authority, right? And that's where the amazing, because like I'm gonna buy a bicep workout from someone who's got tons of authority. And how do you get authority? By being known on the internet. How do you get known on the internet? By doing content, right? In lots of different, because I want videos, I want images, I want, like, you know, that's what gives them clout. Doing just an article in an obscure place in Google that I can't find is not gonna help.
Exactly.
But if I type that guy's name in, right? Let's say, you know, Mark's Fitness or whatever, you know, Mark's Biceps or whatever. But that's, whatever. But the point is, I type that in, I wanna see, that's what people do. Like, before people buy, people are way more skeptical than ever before. Like, you know what I mean? People are buying organic tea and they're already Googling the brand if it's new and it's not trusted. And if you think about it, why do you make a buying decision to, let's say, you know, buying Fairy Liquid, for example? You buy it because you trust the brand. But
this is why companies spend like so much on advertising and TV ads
to create.
They don't even know, like, if it. They don't even know if it works exactly, but they know it's building so much trust because the familiarity builds trust. And it's the same with content. It's like the more that's out there, the more that's said about you, the more that's said about you in different places, the more that people trust you, and the more that Google trusts you. Right. So
and then it has that effect.
It has that effect, right?
And then you end up just making that buying decision a lot quicker.
And then for the business, because they're becoming more popular, they have more customers, and with more customers, they have more money, and with more money, they can deliver better services and products.
Hey, thanks for watching. To learn more about AmpiFire, check out the links below, subscribe for more videos, and of course, don't forget to hit the notification bell. See you on the inside.